Hey, what's going on, guys? Pokesum here, uh, with some bad news for me because I just found this out, and I'm making this video as soon as I found it out because I'm super bummed. Um, Evidently, there's a lot of fake copies of the Game Boy Advance Pokemon games out there. Now, I know that this is probably old news to a lot of people, but I mostly do TCG openings, so I'm just posting this for anybody that's kind of into the card game and has just gotten into it recently in the last few years and wanted to go back and play some of the older games. Um, I'm going to show you how to tell the difference, easy differences, because these fakers can get a lot of the stuff right. Like, it's hard to tell, but this is how I found out. I went to migrate from Gen 3 to Gen 4. See, I have Platinum in here, and I have Emerald, as you can see, in the DSI slot. And let me say firsthand, before you try to do this, in Platinum or whatever, Platinum, Diamond, or Pearl, you have to have beaten the Elite Four and you have to have obtained the National Pokedex. So don't try this before that. But I've done both of them in the game. And when I went to migrate, the option isn't there. Where it says Nintendo WFC settings, it should say migrate from Emerald right there. If it doesn't, it's almost assuredly a fake Emerald copy. And I've got my FireRed here too, because it says the same thing when I plug it up, or when I boot it up. And to me, from looking at the copies, the easiest way to tell is by looking at the back. Because if you look at the front, they've both got the rating, Pokemon Company, Nintendo, and the Nintendo logo, all that. And they even, I don't know if you can tell or not, but on the insides, well, this isn't focused, so you can't see, but on the insides, you can see on FireRed right there, copyright 2002 Nintendo. They even faked that. But if you look at the backs are not supposed to look like this. It may be hard to tell on camera at first, and I don't have a real copy to show you, unfortunately. But the real copies should have these little visible notches right here along the bottom. And as you can tell, there are none on these copies. And there's also other ways you can tell. There's supposed to be these little things up in the left corner. But from the back, if they don't have the notches, it's fake. I mean, it's pretty much that simple. I've watched some videos since I found this out here in the last hour or so. Easiest way to tell, if you can't migrate after you have the National Pokedex, and if it doesn't have those notches, it's fake. Yeah. And unfortunately, I've had these so long that I don't know where I got them from. Like, I went back in my eBay purchase history, and it goes back, over 2 years. But I guess it won't go back farther than like sometime in late 2016. So I have no idea if I bought these on eBay or if I bought these from a GameStop or if I bought these from my local video game / card store. I have no clue. I bet I bought them on eBay, but it would have been years ago, and I can't even go back and see and try to contact the seller or anything. So I'm screwed. I'm screwed. Whatever I paid for these, it obviously wouldn't have been as much as an authentic copy. I just wish I had known about it back then. I didn't even know until today, right before I'm recording and posting this video. Didn't know until I went to migrate. And I was like, why isn't this working? So I started looking up stuff. And that's when I found out how many fake copies there are. So I'm just, like I said, in case anybody out there who is into the card game thinking about, going back and playing some of the older video games. Like me, I played the first 2 generation of video games, but then I didn't play anymore until Gen 6. So I've gone back and bought a lot of the old ones. Unfortunately, these are fake. You can also screw them open and look at the circuit boards, and there's a way to tell from that, but I mean, I've already given you enough proof. Yeah, if you can't migrate and there's no notches on the back of the cartridge, they're fake. So, yeah, just trying to hopefully prevent somebody from making the same mistake I did years and years ago. Well, not years. I mean, geez. I mean, I had to have bought these in the last 5 years, just unfortunately not within the last 2, I guess. I mean, yeah, I know it's been a while. It's probably been 3 or 4 years since I bought these. So anyway, that's all. Yeah, just, even if I can prevent even one of my subscribers or just somebody out there from accidentally buying fakes, then I will have. Yeah, well, I'll feel good about it. Hopefully this helps somebody. That's it. Thanks for watching. Be careful. Geez, it's especially hard if you're buying from eBay. Do not buy unless they show the back of the cartridge. Generally, if they don't allow returns, don't buy. But sometimes there are just sellers who just don't allow returns. I usually don't allow returns either, just because I don't want to deal with, well, all that stuff. But yeah, it's hard if you're buying from eBay and not in person, but check out the back. You can always tell from the back of the cartridge. All right. Be careful, guys. Thanks for watching. Be excellent to yourselves, dudes. Have a good one.